Have you ever gotten a really good book recommendation from a friend and you immediately had to pick it up? Well, me too. Hi, friends. Today I want to tell you about recommendations I specifically got from BookTube. I do have an Instagram. I do follow book stuff, but it's mostly cooking stuff that I follow on there, and I don't have a TikTok, so I can't really say it's from Bookstagram or BookTok. But this list that I made predates that. I started getting really serious about my reading in like 2018. I really wanted to get back into reading because I had graduated with my bachelor's, and so I had some more free time. I ended up coming across like a unboxing video for books. I kind of just went down a little rabbit hole of watching a bunch of book unboxing videos and seeing like the Illumicrate and the fairy loot boxes, and I got so interested. And then I started diving more into these channels that I had found, and I learned about BookTube and that there was a whole side of YouTube where people were talking about books. So that's kind of where my love of BookTube has come from, how I found it, how I got into it. Obviously, my channel hasn't even been around for a year yet, but this is something that I've wanted to do for a long time. And now that you know a little bit of backstory, I kind of want to be that friend that can recommend books to you. But today's video is about the books that were recommended to me from BookTube. And this book is specifically about series that I have read. So I want to tell you about the series that I picked up because of somebody else on YouTube and if I enjoyed the series or not. This is roughly in the order that I read them, and I'm not going to include series in here where I have gone on to read later works by the author. That can be a whole other video in and of itself. Today I'm just going to focus on the series that really stand out to me, and I have not read other works by these authors. The first series that I read is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This book, I devoured it. I ate all 500 pages up in like 3 days. I took this book to work with me and sat there at the nurse's station and read this book because I couldn't put it down. Then I tried the second book and I couldn't finish it. So the series is a DNF for me. I really like this book though. The next series that I read because of BookTube, The Diviners by Libba Bray. I think that it was specifically Hannah at A Clockwork Reader and Zoe and Haley. They talked about this book a lot, and I got interested in it and I read it. And this is one of the best series that I have read. A lot of people don't like that it's set in the 1920s, but I actually really like it. Next is Truly Devious. This series, I think that there might be more books coming out in the future, but I really enjoyed the original trilogy. I thought it was engaging. I think if I were to read it now, though, I would expect a little bit more maturity from the character, so I don't know if I would enjoy it as much as I did when I did read it, but I liked it. It was good. Next, I read The Inheritance Games. These books progressively got worse, but they weren't terrible, if that makes sense. Like, I really liked The Inheritance Games, and then it slowly got away from the mystery kind of thing, and then there was more romance, and it was still YA, though. I don't know. I think by the end of it, I was ready for it to be done, and it didn't help that I read the companion novels, but I did like this series. Strange the Dreamer. Oh my goodness. This duology is so poetic and beautiful, and it's just about trying to find a place where you can belong. Oh, I really love Strange the Dreamer. It's so good. It is long. I will say that. It's long. I remember that I was getting a little bored at some points to just like get to the point, but it's just so beautiful, and it'll hold a special place in my heart for sure. The Extraordinary Adventures of the Athena Club. I saw Meg with Books talk about this, and I just knew that it was something that I'd be interested in, and I decided to pick it up, and I was interested in it. I finished all 3 books, and I really enjoyed them. The 5th season. So I'm sorry. This series was a DNF for me. I read the first book and I stuck with it. You're kind of just thrown into this world. You're not really told what's going on, and I found that really frustrating that there's no world building in the text. It's literally just a world you're thrown into and expect to know what's going on. And towards the end, you're like, "Oh my god, I'm getting it. It's so good. It makes sense now." And then I didn't pick up the next book for like a year. I stuck with it. I read the whole second book and I was bored out of my mind. So I DNF'd the series. Every Heart a Doorway by Shauna McGuire. I guess I really shouldn't have put this on here. I do intend to read her backlist, but I have read this series because of BookTube. Overall, I really enjoy the series. I keep reading them as they come out. I know it's like a middle grade series, but I really like it. The Winter Night trilogy, Meg with Books, talks about this nonstop. This is one of her favorite series, and I agree. I really love the folklore in this story. I love learning about mythology from other cultures, and there's a lot of that in these books. And it's so beautiful. It's such a great coming of age story, and you get to see her grow into a young woman throughout all three books, and how she helps save her town, her country, and then the world. And it's just a really beautiful, beautiful series. Finley Donovan is killing it. This is one of my favorite series. Finn and Vero are hilarious. These characters just come alive in my brain, and I can just like, it's like I'm friends with them. Like I can picture these people and having a cup of coffee with them and then watching their hijinks. Like it just, oh, these books hit so hard for me, and I love them, and they are so good. The Thursday Murder Club. I have read the first book in the series. It was okay. I found the plot engaging enough. My husband really enjoyed it too. We both listened to it on a road trip. So, Sheets graphic novel. This is a little graphic novel about a ghost who's haunting a laundromat, but there's like a house next to the laundromat or above the laundromat. And the girl that lives in the laundromat can see the ghost, and it's just really adorable. I really like the graphic style, and there's 3 books, and I've read all 3, and I think that they are so adorable, and I love them. A good graphic novel, sometimes just what I need, and that goes along with the Tea Dragon graphic novel series. I adore this series. I want a little tea dragon as a pet. I think they're so cute, and I'm glad that I read these books. I definitely recommend these books if you are a graphic novel fan. Before the Coffee Gets Cold, the first book made me cry. The first and second books I really enjoyed, and then I felt like the third and fourth books got a little stale and kind of repetitive. Like I felt like it was kind of the same situation over and over, just different character names. So I stopped reading this series when the 5th book was being translated, but the books that I did read, I did enjoy. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I love these books. They're so good. I felt like the danger was real. Again, with like Finley Donovan, I feel like Pip comes right off the page in my mind, and I can picture her very easily, and I just want to just be Pip's friend and hug her and tell her, first of all, she's crazy, but second of all, like, it'll be okay in the end. But I do love A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is a good series. The X Hex. I enjoyed these books. They were okay. I think that for a cute little spell witchy romance, they were fine. I don't think that the series needed to continue, but I did read them, and I enjoyed most of them. Legends and Lattes. I feel like everybody read this because of the internet, but I loved this story. I read Bookshops and Bone Dust too, and I thought that that story was just as good as the first one. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. The Empyrean series, which is Fourth Wing and subsequent books, love these. Just waiting for the next installment, but I don't know why I made the mistake of reading them before they were all published. I know I didn't want to do that, but I did it anyway, and honestly, I don't regret reading them, but at the same time, I'm like, why did I do this to myself? Because now I have to wait, and I'm impatient. Assistant to the Villain, these books are adorable. I will continue to read the series. There is a third book coming out in August, and I really, really like the world in this series. Dream Harbor, these books are okay. This is the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, the Strawberry Patch something or another, the Gingerbread Tree something or another. These books are fine. I think that they're cute small town romances. They're not top of my list, but not bottom of my list. They're just right in the middle for me. The last series that I read because of BookTube is Powerless, and I enjoyed Powerless. I read Powerful. It was fine. It's a companion novel. And then I read Reckless. I didn't like being stuck in their heads. I wanted more what's going on outside in the world, not what's going on inside their heads kind of thing. I will pick up the third one just to see how it goes, but right now it's kind of middle of the road for me. So of these series, I have only DNF'd 2. I've finished the majority of these, and there's only like 2 or 3 that are very middle of the road. I guess the internet knows what it's talking about. Even though I have read some books that the internet recommends and I hated them. But I'm really trying to be more conscious of what I read and not waste my time on books that don't bring joy to my life. Have you read any of these series? If so, leave it in the comments down below. If you want to see more of these types of videos from me, I have a whole list of books, standalones, that I read because of YouTube. I have a whole list of authors that I've read because of YouTube. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more videos like this, and if we share the same opinions on these series. I would love to know your reading tastes, and if I have recommended a book and you've picked it up because of me. I think that that's so fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in a new video. Happy reading.